Welcome to Kautilya. So here I am going to briefly discuss about Appsc, Andhra Pradesh Public Service Commission. It is one of the state public service commission and it is a constitutional body, and its major functions are to recruit the most important services at the state level, that is state civil service or Group 1. Along with Group 1, it also conducts the jobs at Group 2 cadre and also conducts Group 4 services, and it also conducts exams like JL, Junior College Lecturers, Degree College Lecturers and Polytechnic Lecturers, and apart from which it also conducts the courses exams like AEEs, Assistant Executive Engineers in civil supply in Rural Water Supplies Department, or AEEs in AP Genco or AP Transco or AP Discom, like this. That means this Appsc conducts various exams to recruit the candidates at different levels, and of these the most important services are Group 1 and Group 2. So this Group 1 services is also called as State Civil Service, and through this Group 1 exam or through which Group 1 recruitment process, the Appsc selects candidates for the premier services of the state, like the Deputy Collectors, then Deputy Superintendent of Police, then Road Transport Officers, Commercial Tax Officers, and District BC Welfare Officers, District Social Welfare Officers, then Tribal Welfare Officers, and along with Mandal Parishad Development Officers, and along with Assistant Excise Superintendent of Police. So now these are all the important jobs which are recruited by Appsc under Group 1, and all these are the jobs which are works at district level or at sub-divisional level. So these are all the officers who works at a district level as district officers or sub-divisional at sub-division level as sub-divisional officers, and of these Deputy Collector and Deputy Superintendent of Police are the most important or cream posts, or which have a lot of popularity in the society and lot of craze in the society. Then while coming to the Group 2, this Group 2 examination is to recruit the candidates for various posts like Deputy Tahsildar, Assistant Commercial Tax Officer, then Sub-Registrar Officers, Sub-Registrars. Then it also takes some of the important services apart from the Deputy Tahsildar and ACTO, Assistant Commercial Tax Officer, Sub-Registrars, and after that all the officers who works at Mandal level. So now in this Group 2, this Deputy Tahsildar and ACTO and Sub-Registrar are the most important or most cream posts. Then at present the Appsc conducting, apart from this Group 2, sometimes Appsc also conducts at Group 4 jobs which works at under which there are junior assistants cadre posts. Then it also conducts some exams like hostel welfare officers, like warden posts. Then it also conducts various exams like general junior college lecturers, degree college lecturers and polytechnic lecturers, and also conducts exams for AEE, Assistant Executive Engineers in Rural Water Supply Department, Assistant Executive Engineers in R&B Department, Roads and Buildings Department, or Assistant Executive Engineers in Transco, Transmission Corporation of Electricity, then Genco and Discom. So from this we can understand, of all these various exams, the most craze and the most prestigious exams are Group 1 and Group 2. First let me tell you what is Group 1 and its recruitment process, then I will come to what is Group 2 and its recruitment process. If you come into the Group 1, which is also called as State Civil Service Exam, State Civil Service Exam, and here the officers who recruited for Group 1, they are also having the chance to become IAS, conferred IAS and later conferred IPS officers. So that's why it is the most prestigious cadre or service at state level. That's why it is given the name State Civil Service. Now here, for the Group 1 recruitment at present, the present pattern of the APPSC, Andhra Pradesh Public Service Commission, it conducts Group 2 at 3 levels, Group 1 exam at 3 levels. At level 1, it conducts prelims test, or it is an eligibility test, or it is a qualifying examination, or it is screening test. According to APPSC language, it is screening test. So prelims test, or it is a screening test, and this screening test is for 150 marks, and the question paper will contains 150 questions. That means each question carries 1 mark, and 150 questions and 150 marks, and of course here no negative marks, no negative marking as it is there in the case of Civil Service Exam, UPSC. Then the syllabus for prelims examination, in the prelims test or in the screening test, the various topics or various segments of the prelims test are: number 1, current affairs. So you will get questions in the prelims examination from current affairs. Then number 2, general science. So in the general science, there will be biology, physics and chemistry. So biology, physics and chemistry, and recent developments in science and technology. That means recent developments which may be asked as part of the current affairs, recent developments. Then general mental ability. General mental ability is also a component of prelims test. Mental ability, general mental ability. Then after this, there will be geography, and in this geography there are 3 components like world geography, Indian geography and AP geography. Again, there will be history. In history, we will have Indian history, and in at prelims level, we will have AP modern history. AP modern history and Indian history. In Indian history, again there will be 3 sections, you know, that is ancient Indian history, medieval Indian history and modern Indian history. But in AP part, they will ask you questions about only AP modern history. That means there will be no questions about AP ancient and medieval history. Then after this, Constitution and Polity, Constitution of India and Indian polity, Then after this, there will be socio-economic development, or it is nothing but Indian economy. So geography, history, polity, economy, current affairs, general mental ability and general science. These are all important components of the prelims test or screening test. Now from all these areas, they will give 150 questions for 150 marks. That is about prelims exam. Then all this prelims exam is completely objective test, and here there will be no negative marking. Then coming to the next level, the next level is main stage or mains exam. Level 2 in Group 1 is mains exam. In this mains exam, it is completely descriptive exam, and here there will be 5 scoring papers and 1 eligible paper, 1 qualifying paper. So this mains exam is for 750 marks, and it contains 6 papers in total, but 5 papers are scoring, 1 paper is qualifying nature. And of this, paper 1 is General English. It is a qualifying paper. So one has to get 40% marks to qualify in this general exam paper, General English. Next, paper 2 is general essay. It is a general essay paper. There they will give 3 essays, each essay for 50 marks. So in that way the paper is for 150 marks. Then in paper 3 you will have Indian polity for 50 marks, Indian history for 50 marks, and AP history, where AP ancient, medieval and modern, 3 parts. So this paper is also for 150 marks. Then coming to the paper 4, here there will be Indian economy for 75 marks, then AP economy for 75 marks. So in that way this paper is also for 150 marks. Then coming to the paper 4 or paper 5, this paper 5 is again contains 3 sections. It is the components of science and technology. Number 1 is the science and technology related to space technology, information technology, nanotechnology, like this. So this section is for 50 marks, and there will be second section which is all biology related technologies, like biology related technologies like stem cells technologies, fermentation and genetically modified crops and genetical engineering, all these things. This is also for 50 marks. This section is for 50 marks. And the third section is about environment and development, and this section is for 50 marks. So in that way this fifth paper or fourth paper is also for 150 marks. The last paper is data interpretation. So data interpretation, and in this data interpretation we will have questions from statistics, questions from arithmetic, and questions based on comprehension, English comprehension or general comprehension. So this is the paper about general comprehension, and it is for 150 marks. So in that way, of these 6 papers, 1 is qualifying, remaining are scoring. So there are 5 papers, each paper for 15 marks. So in overall the written exam will be 750 marks. The written exam is for 750 marks. But after this, the candidates who appeared for this descriptive exam, that means the candidates who qualified in the prelims exam or screening test, they will appear for mains exam, and in the mains examination, according to the number of vacancies, according to the merit list, the people who got qualified for the interview, that means the people who got merit in the mains exam, they will call for interview. Then at level 3 there will be interview or personality test or interview, and this personality test or interview is for 75 marks, and in that way the total score or total marks in the examination is 1025 marks. Sorry, it is 825. The total marks is 825. Okay. So this is what prelims or mains examination and interview, and those people who got good number of marks in mains as well as in interview, they will be finally get good services or supreme services based on the merit list. So that is about the group 1 examination, its recruitment process. Then coming to group 2, at present the group 2 is completely objective test. Group 2 is completely objective test, and it is here and there will be no interview for group 2, directly written test, objective written test, and based on the merit list you will be selected for different services. And at present the syllabus of the group 2 is like this. Here it contains 3 papers, paper 1, paper 2 and paper 3, and each paper for is 150 marks. Paper 1 is for 150, paper 2 is 150, paper 3 is 150. In overall this exam is for 450 marks. In paper 1, the syllabus of the paper 1 is like this. The syllabus of group 2 paper 1 and prelims group 1 screening test or group 1 prelims test is almost same. So in the paper 1 of group 2, the important components are like this. Number 1, current affairs of national and international importance. Current affairs. Number 2, general science, which contains the biology, physics and chemistry. Number 3, general mental ability. That is general mental ability. And number 4, geography. Number 4 is geography. Here we will have world geography, Indian geography and AP geography. And number 5th is history. But in the prelims level, we will have only Indian history, that to Indian medieval, modern and ancient history. Then 6th, here we will not have Indian polity in the group 2 paper 1, but we will have little bit of economy, Indian economy, the basics of Indian economy. So these are all the 6 important components of paper 1 of group 2. Then coming to the paper 2 of group 2, the paper 2 of group 2 is again for 150 marks, as I told you. In this paper 2, there will be 2 areas. One is Indian polity. This Indian polity and governance is for 75 marks. And section 2 is AP history. This AP history will have, or from AP history will have, this AP history is for 75 marks. So that is how paper 2 is also for 150 marks. Indian polity 75 marks and AP history for 75 marks. Then paper 3 contains 2 sections. One is Indian economy. For 75 marks. And second one is AP economy for 75 marks. In that way, paper 3 is also for 150 marks. So that means all these papers are completely objective and each paper is for 150 marks. So the overall it will be for 450 marks. So those people who got good marks, they will be come under merit list and they will be selected for the posts. So this is what the syllabus and the nature of the examination or the pattern of the examination of this group 1 and group 2. And for the remaining papers, for example, if you take up junior college lecturers, for the junior college lecturers there will be one GS paper for 150 marks and there will be one subject paper that is belongs to the respective subject. Commerce people commerce, or economics people economics, history people history, public administration, like that. So that means apart from the subject paper, in the exams like junior college lecturer, degree college lecturer, polytechnic college lecturer and assistant executive engineers, for all these exams there will be one common paper, that is general studies. This general studies syllabus is almost equal to our group 1 screening test syllabus. That means this group 1 screening test syllabus, as I told you, contains current affairs of national and international importance, general science which contains physics, chemistry and biology, then general mental ability, then geography which contains old India and AP geography, then history which contains Indian history of ancient, medieval and modern parts of Indian history plus AP modern history, then Indian polity, then Indian economy. These are all the important components of the GS paper. That means this GS paper is helpful for each and every exam conducted by the Appsc. Now apart from this, for exams like the junior assistants which are at the group 4 level and other exams like Panchayat secretary, like VRO, for all these things there will be one GS paper, common GS paper, and one has to appear for this GS paper, and that is how GS is an integral component and it is an important component for various exams conducted by Appsc. right? So that is briefly the idea about that various exams conducted by APSC and the syllabus of Group 1 and its recruitment process, and the syllabus of Group 2 and its recruitment process. So with that I am going to conclude this session. Thank you.